It's time to humble her. We can't have her thinking it's okay to shine brighter than us. Who does she think she is?
Have you heard this before or lived with this kind of energy? Welcome to the start of your people pleasing. When the very adults who are supposed to nurture you feel threatened by your light, the message is clear. Shrink yourself to stay loved. And that's where the pattern begins. Welcome back to Coffee and Conversation. Today's cup is a little strong because we're talking about something that hits home for many of us. The foundation of our saying yes when we really need to say no. If you grew up in a home where your parents struggled with your shine, chances are you learned early that your natural light, your joy, your talents, even your confidence was too much for them. Did you grow up feeling like no matter what you did, it was never quite enough? Like the goalposts kept moving. One more accomplishment, one more sacrifice, just so you could feel seen or loved by the very people who were supposed to give it to you freely. If this resonates, you are not alone. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, because today we're talking about where that comes from and how we finally stopped running after love that should have been ours all along, and the steps we take to learn how to love ourselves freely. When a parent has a hidden jealousy towards their child's light, it shows up in subtle ways: dismissing your achievements, never showing up to cheer you on, downplaying the importance of a big game or event that you're a part of, or even more extreme, throwing away every trophy you ever earned under the guise that they were taking up too much space. And let's not forget the most popular tactic of them all, setting standards that were impossible to meet. Maybe it was your gifts, your light, or even the opportunities that were being presented to you that they never had. But instead of nurturing and supporting you, they raised the bar again and again and again. You learned early that love was conditional and it had to be earned. So you worked, you performed, you overgave. And as a child, that's survival. But survival habits don't magically disappear when we grow up. The child grows up to be an adult who says yes to everything, even to their own detriment. Yes to extra tasks at work, even though the boss has already shown you how little they value what you already do. Yes to comforting a friend that calls at 2 a.m., even though you know they wouldn't show up the same for you. Yes to favors, tasks, emotional labor, all in hope that somebody will finally see you are worthy of being properly loved. Now, here's the tricky part. People pleasers like to think, I'm just a good person. I have a big heart. I'd give anyone the shirt off my back. And sure, there's some truth to that. But if we look deeper, that giving isn't always pure generosity. It's because we have been conditioned to overcommit, overgive, and overexplain. We silence our own needs because deep down, we fear rejection if we stop doing. Self-abandonment becomes normal, so normal that we barely notice the cost, which is burnout, resentment, and relationships that drain us instead of fill us up. It's a survival strategy. It's the wounded child inside saying, if I do this for you, will you love me? Will I finally be safe? And the dangerous part? The love you're chasing, it's not coming from doing more. It never was. Because the line between love and labor is so blurred, we start believing that the more we do, the more we're worth. But real love isn't earned through self-abandonment and exhaustion. Real love doesn't need proof. Healing starts when we stop chasing love, acceptance, and the approval of others and start choosing ourselves. That means, first and foremost, setting boundaries. It starts with recognizing that every yes you give away when you really mean no is a form of self-abandonment. It means learning that your yes should be earned, not given away just because someone feels entitled to it. And here's the thing. Self-abandonment is just the grown-up version of what you were taught. Your needs don't matter. Other people come first. In the house I grew up in, it's not about you. was the statement often made when it came to abandoning our comfort and putting the desires of another person first. But healing flips that script. It says, my needs matter. My time matters. My peace matters. You start by limiting the access people who feel entitled to your energy, time, and resources have to you. Some people, parents included, may feel entitled to your time and attention. Healing means deciding how much access they actually get. People who consider putting yourself first a selfish act only feel that way because they benefited the most from you being selfless. And saying no is not a selfish act. It protects the things that are most sacred, our time and energy. You have every right to say no without guilt. No is a complete sentence that needs no explanation, and anyone who has a problem with you saying it to them is showing you how little of your time and energy they deserve. When you honor your own needs, you show others how to honor them too. Each no you say to what drains you is a yes to your peace. When you grow up around people who resent your shine, it doesn't stay in childhood. You carry that energy into adulthood, where you find friends who cut you down, partners who compete with you, co-workers who can't stand to see you shine. You continue the loop of people pleasing and saying yes when you should say no. And if this is you, if you've been hustling for love by always saying yes, I want you to take a breath. Put your hand on your chest and remind yourself your worth isn't in what you do, it's in who you are. And say these words as today's affirmation. I don't need to earn love. I don't need to exhaust myself to be worthy. Who you are is enough. You are not the child chasing love anymore. You are the adult choosing to love yourself. And the next time that reflex to say yes kicks in, pause. Ask yourself, am I saying yes because I want to, or because I'm afraid of losing love if I don't? That awareness is where freedom begins. It may have started with family, but it doesn't have to end with them. You get to decide who has access to your life now. This has been Coffee and Conversation. Until next time, protect your peace, guard your boundaries, and remember, you were born to shine, and you shine brightest when you honor yourself first.